Yeah, I thought again, Jared and Wenyon just go get balls. And Jared is, I told him after, I said, you're a beast, and what you did and how you changed the game. I said, there's some shots you tried to shoot, just don't shoot them. If they're not a dunk layup or something you can easily make, don't force it, because everything else you're doing is great. And it's nice to have another passer on the floor, and he's a willing passer. Today I went with a big lineup. I went with a scoring lineup, like the best team that I could put on that could play offense. And then I just hoped that they could guard a little bit. But I'm trying whatever I can to see if we can crack through this. And again, I thought Nick started the game really well. Sasha went in and got a great rebound. It was a big play, that rebound he got. But it's, Quade and Shea, and those guys made some shots. Wenyon, poor Wenyon. It doesn't seem like he can make a three with his feet in the water, shooting it in the ocean right now. And, but he will. I mean, he's making 60 in 5 minutes. He's doing it, he gets in the game, and he just can't make them.
Back here, Michael.
John, it seemed like Jared came out a little nervous, like he has been in every game, but then once he made a few shots, he settled down. Is this the player you've been looking for?
And he's got to slow down some too. He's got to just slow down. I mean, it means play fast, but don't be in a hurry. I want you to fly, but don't be in a hurry. And sometimes he gets anxious, he starts running, and his mind is moving as fast as his feet. But I'll tell you, I'll tell you who I'll compare him to, Dennis Rodman. That's who he is. How about this? Beat Dennis Rodman, he did all right. He can guard every position. He rebounds offensively, defensively, he can pass, he's skilled, made his free throws. So until the very end, it was nice to see us go to the line and not have the other team go 1-2 and us go 0-0. Then they go 2-2 and we go 1-2. It starts demoralizing you. And today, either the right guys were at the line or guys just made free throws.
John, can you talk about the play of Quade? It seemed like this untrained guy, late in the game, he played as good a defense as he's played.
You know what's amazing? He did. We said what he can do is bother the ball. So he got up there and bothered the ball and did a good job. Yeah, I was proud. The only thing that got me mad was he missed the free throw and then gave up a layup. I mean, immediately. Was he mad about the layup or the free throw? The free throw. And I went nuts. That's our problem right now. You're more concerned about you than us. You missed a free throw, so what? You gave up a layup. That don't bother you. It's okay, I gave up a layup. Can you believe I missed that free throw? That's what we're kind of busting through right now. But his shooting and his ability to make shots, 4 assists, no turns, made every right play. He and Shea on the court together are pretty good.
John, after the Auburn game, you were asked about being so composed, even with the losing streak. Now, you know your team better than anybody else.
We had a losing streak?
4 games.
Oof.
But you know your team better than anybody else, but they seem to play with a little bit more of a sense of urgency. I think Coach Johnson said desperation today.
Yeah.
Is it possible that when they see their head coach so composed that may tone them down? Maybe they need a sense of panic every once in a while.
I keep telling them this is not about me. My job is to help each individual player get better and have a team that understands for everyone to benefit, they got to do this together. This is a basketball team. It's a team sport more than any other sport out there, and it happens real fast. If you're not about each other, your mind's not going to move quick enough to be about your team. Your mind is always thinking about yourself. You got to lose yourself in the team. And I keep saying to them, this thing gets going, and we start taking this to the next level. It's not changing me, but it puts those guys in a different light. If we struggle, maybe some people mad at me, and that's fine. But it's unchanged. But for them, it really is devastating at times. So this is about you getting better. It's not about what I am, what I do. This team has to be empowered at some point. I thought they felt a little bit, but I had to stop them at times and drag. You know, they don't see some of the stuff. They're just kind of playing at times, but they played desperate. Let me say that we gave away some games this year. I mean, I can tell you that we had leads late and just gave the game away. We have to start taking games from people, which means desperation. And I told them that prior to the game. We gave some away, now we got to take some back. Got to go get some. And this was a good one. This team, again, 7th in the country on defense, #1 on defense in our league, and we did all right. And we made some shots we had to make, but the biggest thing is we are what we are. Like, let's go get rebounds. Forget about missing shots. Go rebound. We got 20 offensive rebounds. That was like the difference in the game.
Coach, right here. Usually when we're talking about Shea, it's about his scoring, but today he had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, only
and
one
big
turn.
ones. You remember that one that was bouncing around in the middle? Now there was another one that one of my guards looked at it, came right to him at the elbow in front of their bench, and he never went after it, and I went berserk because loose balls are why we lost at Auburn. They got every one of them, and we still have guys that don't think there's an importance to that going and, well, I thought so-and-so, well, hit heads with him. 2 of you hit heads going after the ball then. Do that. So, but he came up with balls. He still, his decision-making on some of these plays late, you know, he had a turnover when there was a chance he could have thrown the ball to Quade. He tried to lob it to Jared, turnover. I mean, there were, you know, other plays where, and we're working hard on him coming to stops and doing different things. And now, I'll tell you, these guys have been in the mornings and the evenings. They've been working on their own. They've been spending extra time, and it's starting to show. Now we got another game. Now we got to go to Arkansas, who's beating the crap out of somebody right now. It's going to be a hard game for us. It's another hard game. But let me just say this. There are no easy games in this league. None. And this league should get 9 teams in. You had a team that lost, and they said, and they said if Bam was still here, we would have lost again. Oh, hey, Bam, I didn't see you back there. You know, well, they lost to so-and-so in the league, and that means they're out of the NCAA tournament. What? That team that they were talking about, Vanderbilt, had us beat twice. I mean, it's crazy. Whether it's South Carolina, whoever it is, this league from top to bottom, 9 teams, let's go. We should have the same respect that all these other leagues are getting with this league this year. I think our strength of schedule is still 5 in the country, with all freshmen, 5. Our RPI is probably 15. Wait a minute, you lost 4 in a row. You wanted to jump off a bridge. You want to? I know, but you think about who we lost to: at A&M, at Auburn, Tennessee at home, at Missouri. I mean, if we'd have won one, I probably would have been surprised. You'd like to win the home game, but we didn't. But getting this one, you know, like I told them, it hopefully makes them feel better, but it better not make them arrogant. This is like, hey, feel that we're making strides. My thing, if anybody wants, are we getting better? You have people that know nothing about basketball, only if we won or lost, and they'll go nuts. I'm not listening to them. You don't. You just want to know won or lost. Are you seeing that the team's getting better? Now you may say, well, you better do a better job late because your team's giving you a chance to win, and you keep.